Hi, this is Positive Love Heals by Gail Jones, and I am here just to share some information with you. Positive Love Heals, like my page, look it up through Facebook. I'm going to also share this on my individual page as well, which is linked. But nevertheless, today I am just sharing about what I was given called Purpose Facelift. That's what I wrote down. Purpose Facelift. Today, when I went into work, I just felt like there was like some great expectation, but I was just waiting around for something where I was getting some work done. I didn't know what. So a mother came into my office requesting some forms, and in the midst of that, she shared with me that her daughter did not graduate on time, and her daughter was looking to go to a technical school just to take a test and get her GED. I could tell that mother was feeling heavy about this decision that her daughter had made. And when I just asked the mother a few questions, I remember and I reflected back on some of the feelings I was having when I was in high school, the anxiety, the feeling like, why should I even go back? Because a lot of my friends are ahead of me. And ashamed, feeling ashamed of it as well. I remember those feelings. So after I was talking to mom, I says, "Hey, mom, do you mind if I call her? Can I call her? Can I just share with her? Sometimes it just take hearing from someone that's walked in those shoes, and maybe I can explain something to her. Maybe I can touch her and pull her out of that slump." So mother said yes. So long story short, as I was getting ready to call the daughter, the father came in and sat down in the office. So the daughter picked up the phone and I introduced myself. I told her who I was, and I told her why I was calling. Someone was trying to call me. I have to call him back. I told her why I was calling, and I asked her. Long story short, I says, "Hey, I know you're thinking about going to just go get your GED. However, I want you to think about it. You only have a few credits to make up. You make those credits up in the summer, even if it take you a little bit longer. Uh, why not just do that if you can still have the opportunity to get your diploma?" So I again asking her questions. Are you feeling overwhelmed and ashamed, embarrassed to return when you know all your friends or majority of your friends has already graduated and walked down the aisle? Excuse me. And I also, so long story short, I just began to ask her these questions, and we spoke about anxiety because I used to deal with anxiety really heavily growing up. And that was because of all those thoughts of low self-esteem and not knowing who I am and not loving myself and etc. And excuse me, I'm really tired, but I had to take out this time to share this with you. So I talked to the daughter on the phone, and she stated, well, I'm a really good test taker, so that's the reason why I want to just go ahead and just take the test and get my GED. So I says, okay. I says, well, I just want to share with you, just to give you a different side of things, just hoping that I can, let you know that you're not by yourself. There are several students that did not walk on time, and some of them are returning back. And I told her I just want to give you a call and just let you hear my voice. You don't even know me. I don't know you, but I wanted you to hear my voice, and I want to share my story with you that I got my GED, and if I had the opportunity that she has now, to go back and finish up those few cuts and get her diploma, I would have taken that opportunity. So long story short, finished with that conversation. I escorted the parents over to uh, the person who actually worked academics. So, anyways, I thought the parents were gone. They're in the front, and they asked me questions about something else, and I helped them with that as well. So when I walked out, mom and dad was sitting there, and I brought them the final documentation. And I'm so happy and grateful to report that their daughter decided that she's going to return and finish up those 3 credits and get her diploma. Woohoo! Now, that may not be shaking news to you, but it's absolutely shaking news to me. One, she's an African American Black female. I say African American Black, yes, female. And I can only imagine what some of the thoughts she's having and had going through her head. So the fact that where just taking out the time, me out of my busy day to say, you know what, let me call. I didn't have to do it. That's not in my job description. However, it's about my purpose description. And I'm so glad and happy that I took out the time to make that call. So that being said, that's just a good news report today that we have another young lady in our community, in our world, that has decided that she's going to muster up the energy and go forth and earn her diploma. Now, the reason why I said purpose facelift, some people maybe seems like people are being ejected out of your life, is because this past year I've been experiencing some changes, with friendships and etc. And I quite didn't understand it all. And at first, I was really hurt. I was really hurt, like really hurt about all these changes. People that were close, loved ones, and etc. So, anyways, with all those changes, I just decided that I was just going to let that go, forgive myself if I've done anything wrong, and forgive them as well. But let me pay attention to my purpose. What is my purpose saying to me? Because it's something saying to me, something is telling me that is more that I have to do. So with that ejection of those friendships, with that rejections of relationships, with that rejections of partnerships, with that rejections of business, with partnerships, business people, however, with all those changes, today was the day in which I said, you know what, thank you, Lord, light of goodness, for creating all those episodes and those scenarios. If it had to get me to this day today, at this moment in time, or at that moment in time when I was patient enough and clear enough to where, you know what, hold up, let me call this young lady, let me talk to her. Because see, I know my gift. I know my gift, and I'm very grateful for the gift that I have. So just to encourage you that as people are coming in and out of your life, or people that's been in your life, it seems like they just got ejected out, almost kind of like the clown and the jack in the box. When you wind that box up, then the clown just pop out, and you're like, what happened? That happens out of nowhere. Where did that come from? Oh, and it started you and it catch you off guard, When that begins to happen, if that has happened in your life, I believe that's purpose. That's a purpose facelift. I believe that's God, the light of goodness, giving you a purpose facelift, positioning you so that you can enlighten others, so that you can touch others, so that you can love on others, so that you can tell them your story, tell them who you are, where you come from, and where you're going, and inspire them to do better and greater. The parents are so inspired, and I'm gonna end very soon here. The parents were so the father. Oh my God, the father's energy. It went from like 1 to like 100, and I'm not exaggerating. When that father sat in my office, his head was kind of down, and he didn't really say much. I was listening to I was listening to a gospel song, and he asked me who the artist was, and I told him who the artist was, and that was just about it. And but by the time they told me, once they had told me that the daughter decided that she was going to return and complete those credits, there was like, I'm gonna even give her a bonus. I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna let her know, hey, you come in, you do this, I'm gonna give you $100. He said, because she liked money. So just to even see the parents smiling as well, to see their energy go from 0 all the way up, just from taking out 2-3 minutes. I'm spitting everything because I'm so excited. For taking out 2-3 minutes out of my job description to inspire and to encourage their child that lies within my purpose, and to see the difference that made. If all those ejections brought me to that point to touch that young lady's life just over the phone, then I thank you, light of goodness, because that means that just as I touched her life, I'm touching lives now as I speak, and I touch lives when I enter into environments, and etc. And that's what I want to do. That's what I am doing. That's what I'm going to continue on doing. So this is just not about me, oh, she's trying to do something. she's trying to be like this person, that person. No, no, no. I'm being me, boo. I'm being me, honey bun. I love saying that. I'm being me, honey bun. I have to make a difference. Time is wasted already. I don't have no more time to waste. So I've decided that every opportunity I have, I'm going to help make a difference. Now, I'm not perfect by a long shot. I'm going to say that probably about 50,000 times, 61,000 times exact. Someone's texting me, so excuse me. I'm not perfect, but what I tell you, positive love heals. It heals. So think positive. Speak positive. Live purposely positive lives as much as possible. We all slip. We all slip and say something we probably shouldn't have said. Heck, I probably do it all the time, you know? But I have to catch myself and remind myself, hold up, wait a minute, you better than that. You better than that. Don't speak negative about people. Pray for them, if anything. Speak positive. Speak something positive, even if they don't even see you, even if they don't know you speaking positive. Speak positive, because I never know. I never know. I could be somewhere stranded with a flat tire. Lord forbid, with a flat tire. And it could be that same person who I spoke something positive about, and they don't even know, drives by and say, oh, that look like Gail. Let me go help Gail out. Let me go help her out, you know? So I'm just saying, it comes back in so many different ways. So I'm going to end this with saying, again, if you experience people just being ejected out of your life like that Jack in the Box, it may startle you, but look in here. Believe in yourself. Forgive them. My battery's getting ready to go dead now. Forgive them and know that all is well, and trust the process, as my father, Archbishop David A. Jones, would say. And I must say that, yes, I'm a PK kid. So what? Judge me if you want to. Don't get checked. You know I checked you. But as my father would say, trust the process. Believe in you. Love you. Know who you are. That's what it's about. Positive love heals, honey. I'm telling you, honey bun, it works. Try it. See for yourself. Let me know your stories. Let me know how it worked out for you, because it's sure working out quite a night fine for me. Step by step, move forward, no matter what. May the light of goodness heal your heart. Positive love heals. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to share this on my post, and hopefully this has blessed you and helped you feel better about a situation or something that you're going through. So you share it as well with others. You know, positive love heals. Try it. Do it. You'll be amazed the results that you have. Now, it may take a couple of times, a few minutes for those results to show, but they will. It's almost like planting a seed in the earth. When you plant that apple seed, oh man, this is good. I remember my father saying this. When you plant that apple seed in the ground and you water the sun lands on that apple seed and that tree grows, that tree produces many apples. It takes some time, but when that thing matures, man, it bears so many more apples. And guess what? It's such an overflow to where you're not always able to grab all those apples, right? But if one apple just so happened drop in the ground, they say it's no good anymore. Well, that's a lie. Because that same apple that just fell on the ground, eventually it's going to dissolve, or whatever you call it, decay, dissolve. Guess what? Those seeds go back into the ground. And it's not just one seed that went back into the ground. It's several seeds that went back into the ground. So guess what that means your harvest is going to be? A whole lot more trees growing up. A whole lot more apple trees. I tell you what. So just remember that. Positive love heals. Sow a positive seed today.